You ever wonder why your grandpa's rusted-out '80s Chevy pickup could haul a fridge full of beer through a blizzard without flinching, while today's trucks throw a hissy fit over a pothole? Buckle up, because I am about to drop a bomb. There's one old Hilux out there from the '80s that has survived more apocalypses than Mad Max. And it's still kicking harder than any 2025 electric wannabe. I'll spill exactly which one at the end, but only if you ride this out with me. Man, if you're new here on Gearhead Garage, welcome to the family. This ain't your polished up car and driver fluff. It's where we crack open hoods, swap war stories from the junkyard, and remind ourselves why wrenching on iron beats scrolling TikTok any day. I'm your host, Rusty, been elbow deep in engines since I could walk. From rebuilding my old man's flathead V8 in the driveway to chasing dust devils across the Baja in a bone stock 72F. Tonight, we're talking Toyota Hilux, the truck that laughs at Indestructible like it's a participation trophy. Forget the specs. This is about the soul of a machine that outlives marriages, wars, and bad decisions. We're repealing back 12 versions of this legend that de-smoke the chrome-plated gadgets rolling off lots in 25. And trust me, by the time we're done, you'll be eyeing that Craigslist beater like it's buried treasure. Let's roll back the odometer first, like we're cruising that empty stretch of Route 66 at midnight. Windows down. Just you, me, and the hum of a straight six. The Hilux hit the dirt in '68. Born in Japan, as Toyota's answer to the world's grunt we're calling rice in Kyoto patties one day, dodging rebels in some forgotten jungle the next. No frills, no fuss. Ladder frame, tough as a bar fight. Leaf springs that flex like a gymnast. And that 2.0-liter inline-4, the 1.2R, that sipped gas like it was fine whiskey and spat out torque for days. Early ones, they were so simple you could fix them with baling wire and spite. Remember the oil embargo in '73? While Detroit choked on emissions regs and vinyl roofs, the Hilux just kept chugging. Exporting to Australia, where blokes turned him into dune bashers that'd make a Hummer blush. Fun fact, that first gen outsold everything in Europe for farm duty, cause it didn't whine about mud like those fancy Eurovans, compared to a 2025 Ford Ranger with its touchscreens and lane keep nannies. Theft, the Hilux hauls twice the payload without a single beat, and if it breaks, you patch it with parts from a NAM surplus yard. Slide forward to the '70s, and bam, the N50 series drops like a mic at a monster truck rally. This bad boy got a beefier 2.4-liter 20R engine, pushing 100 horses that felt like 200 when you floored it through a washout. Off-the-wall insight. Miners in South Africa swore by these 4 gold runs. One guy told me over a campfire his '76 pulled a derailed ore cart uphill for 300 miles after the brakes cooked. Try that with a 2025 Ram 1500's Eco Mode and it'll summon a tow truck via satellite. History nugget. During the Falkland scrap in '82, Brits commandeered a fleet of M from locals. Those Hiluxes ferried commandos across peat bogs like they were Sunday drives, while Fords back home rustled in the rain. It's got that raw, unfiltered grip. No abs to second-guess you, just pure mechanical zen. Against today's hybrids, this thing's lighter, thirstier maybe, but it'll ford a river deeper than your ex's grudges without a single ACU freak. Now, crank it to the '80s golden eye ride, the 4th Gen LN5X lineup, where the Hilux earned its Top Gear crown jewels. Picture this. Jeremy Clarkson grabs a clapped-out '86 with 190,000 on the clock, looking like it lost a bet with a chainsaw. They dunk it in the North Sea till barnacles grew fenders, torch it till the paint bubbled like bad chili, then park it atop a 23-story tower and blow the joint sky-high with 12,000 tons of rubble. Demolition crew digs it out, fires it up on the first crank oil change and a prayer. Folks, that's not myth. That's metal poetry. This gen's secret sauce. The 2.2 REFE mill. 105 horsepower of bulletproof fury that ran sans oil for 20,000 miles in tests, cause Toyota built it like they expected Armageddon. Wild claim, a million-mile 80 in Texas still plows snow for the county owner. Says he has replaced the rings twice, but the block, original, baby. Stack it next to a 2025 Chevy Silverado EV with its 400-mile range that drops to 150 in the cold. The Hilux laughs, starts every time, and tows without plugging into a wall. It's the anti-SUV. No cut folders for your soy latte, but it'll birth a calf in the bed during a monsoon. 8th in our Rogues Gallery, the '90s Kazan 165, the Dakar Toyota tuned these for the Paris-Dakar Rally. Think 3.0-liter turbodiesel V6, 168 horsepower that howled like a coyote on steroids. Suspension jacked for sand seas. Offbeat tail. In '95, a Saudi prince shipped one to the empty quarter. It vanished for weeks, popped up 500 miles off course with the GPS fried, but the engine purred like a kitten. History hook. These fueled the Hilux's rebel rep Taliban, cartels. You name it, they all wanted one cause it thrives where Range Rovers tap out. Versus 2025's VW Amarok with its fancy deep flocks, the KZN's simpler, cheaper to thrash, and won't glitch out mid-chase. 9th, the 2005 7th Gen AN10. Bridging old school bones with a modern Snarl 2.7-liter V6. 160 horsepower. Coil springs up front for that planted feel without losing the bounce. Insight that'll twist your wrench. Thai floods in '06. These floated villages. Engines submerged for days, then roared back after a carb clean. No 2025 Tacoma hybrid matches that grit. This one's lighter on fuel, tougher on trails, and mods into a camper hauler that'd shame a Winnebago. 10th, the invincible 2016 facelift. 2.8-liter diesel beast with 177 horsepower, GR Sport trim for die-car vibe stiffer shocks. All-terrain rubber that bites like a rattler. Comparison gold. It outpulls a 2025 F150 Lightning. Off-road, no regen drama, just diesel rumble that echoes your pulse. Surprise spark. One in Kenya towed a hippo out of a ditch vet. Said the truck did uneven sweat. 11th, the 2022 mild hybrid update. Blending 48-volt boost to that diesel for 202 horsepower total torque like a freight train. Emissions low enough for city slickers but wild enough for bush. Tale from the outback. Aussie miners used a fleet to drag 10-ton boulders. One survived a flash flood and a rollover. Beats 2025's Overtech Rangers cause it feels alive, not apt to. And 12th, hold onto your dipstick, the hidden gem, that 86 Top Gear Survivor, now enshrined in a Scottish museum after 240 feet of freefall and a saltwater bath. It's the ghost that haunts every new truck ad. No batteries to die, no turbos to grenade, just Toyota's black magic, saying, "Try me." Woo, that was a hell of a lap. Feels like we just crested the Rockies at dawn, exhaust popping like fireworks. These Hilux icons ain't just trucks. They're time capsules proving simplicity slays sophistication every time. So next time you're eyeing a 2025 show pony with more screens than miles, ask yourself, when the grid goes dark and the roads turn to rivers, what'll still be grinning back at you? Hit the comments with your Hilux horror stories or lack thereof. Smash like if this fired you up, sub for more midnight confessions, and share with that buddy who's truck shopping wrong. Drive safe, wrench dirty rusty, out.